Really? No way. Yeah. I know it's not coming up here yet. 14 are waiting on the YouTube. Is it? Right, okay. Are we live? Are we not? Who knows? This happens all the time. Okay, come on. Is that your way out? Okay, my glamorous assistant has left the building. So now I'm just trying to get the stream. Are we working? All I see is 2 devices and nothing else. So I'm going to catch up with you all in here. So far, so good. My internet is very slow. It's very bad. How are we all doing? You'll see that I've changed places. I moved the piano room from that way to this way. So now I'm no staring at the wall, and you don't just see me like face on. You can see me more head on, which is exciting. So hello to people who's watching so far. Oh, I spelled something wrong. Oops. And we're also on YouTube too. So I have been footling away with the YouTube for a while, to trying to get it to work. And finally, I've got enough subscribers that I can stream on YouTube, which is exciting because I couldn't do that before. So thank you very much to everybody that subscribed. I'm just making sure I can see any comments that are coming through on this Albrick phone, but handy Albrick of a phone. Comment where you're listening from. I'm always excited to see where people are listening in from. Springburn's just been raining for the last 100 years, it feels. So that's pretty much that. Hi, okay, I'm almost ready to go. I thought I'd skip the Q's and A's this week because I've been footing about with both YouTube and Facebook. So I'll just start at 8. And if you've got any questions, put them in the old comment box, and I'll answer them as I go through. So I'm just trying to get this up in here. Goodness, I wish that they would have taught you this in school or uni, how to do this live stream stuff and connect it all up and whatever. Someday it'll work. Okay, as long as it looks good and it's okay and there's nothing that's going wrong. Okay, this is too much of a brick of a phone. I can't do anything on that. Right, let's have Swindon, hello. Right, Cuba, New York, NY. Is that New York? Okay, Dumfries. Hello, John and family. Right, I'm gonna start off with. I actually realised I haven't done this before now, and this is last week I attended a Stanley Robertson event, and it was ran by the Elphinstone Institute at Aberdeen Uni, and it was absolutely brilliant, and I really enjoyed it. And it was a lot of folk sharing their memories and their experiences of Stanley Robertson. Of course, I never actually met him, although his singing and some of his workshops and the storytelling, really, I listened through hours and hours and hours of it at Aberdeen University at the Elphinstone Institute, and became really inspired by this guy. So I had decided when I was doing my debut album that I wanted to sample a very specific little snippet of him talking that I knew existed because Janice Clark had spoke about him saying this, and Janice Clark, great singer. And I searched through hours and hours of the archive only to find this at the very last hour. And this is Stanley Robertson chatting. No, it's not. I'll have to turn everything up a wee bit. Technology. Cool.
The oral tradition, you've got everything. You've got a whole ancestry behind you goes through you. And when you tell a story or sing a song, you are the vehicle of which a tribe goes through you. Your ancestors are here to help. My auntie Jean used to say, when you sing a ballad, tap it Archie Bonnie, the ballad is in tear in the ear, it travels with the great waves in the air. It's recorded in the waters and slow in the wind and the cruise the river. So when you take a ballad, you get to sing a ballad. Read it into your rich film, you read it half to the morning, characters. But when you become one of these characters, yeah, once it's inside you, then you can't be good. As best as you can, so never say you'd be a great singer today. It just runs through the field as well. And then, Tappity Glory.
Away from my window, do not enter in. Go away from my window, do not enter in. I will tell my old brother of my terrible sin. Go away from my window, do not enter in. Go away from my window, take your form from my door. For my heart it is sad, and my spirit is poor. I will tell my old father, it will soon break his heart, of my terrible sin, of what you took apart. Go away from my window, you have caused me such strife, for my heart it is so low, that I might end my life. I will tell my old mother, for she will understand, that I may well go to another strange land. Go away from my window, do not bother me, for my sister, she told me of things that would be. She said when I met you, that day I would rue, for no good could come from a man such as you. Go away from my window, do not enter in. Go away from my window, do not enter in. And that is Away from My Window there, with Stanley Robertson being sampled at the very beginning. So how are we all getting on? It's lovely to be singing. Yeah, pretty much. So I think I'm going to carry on now with a song that I learnt a few years ago at uni. It's a tiny, tiny song, and it was from the singing of Elizabeth Stewart. And it was Margaret Bennett who suggested that I learnt this song, and I think I sang it at a concert at uni, and it just came back to me the other day, and I thought, oh, that's a really nice song. So with these live streams, I've really been trying to kind of look at older songs that I learned and never really kind of recorded or toured or anything. So revisiting songs that I'm really fond of, but also trying to play songs on piano that I have been touring over the past few years. So this is one of those, and it's called The Gallant 42. Oh, it's 6 months come Sunday since my laddie went a war. He's a wild, he joined the regiment. Oh, the gallant fought it war. Broken-hearted I may wander, for the loss of my true lover. He's a wild, he joined the regiment. Oh, the gallant fought it war. I had only 1 sixpence, and I broke it into 2, and I gave him the afore he get a war. Broken-hearted I may wander, for the loss of my true lover. He's a wild, he joined the regiment. Oh, the gallant fought it war. I will sit at my windy, and I'll spin at my wheel, and I'll think on the dear lad and the times we had sae weel. Broken-hearted I may wonder at the loss of my true lover. He's a wild, he joined the regiment. Oh, the gallant fought it war. Broken-hearted I may wonder, for the loss of my true lover. He's a wild, he joined the regiment. Oh, the gallant fought it war. He's a wild, he joined the regiment. Oh, the gallant fought it war. Gallant fought it war. So yes, it's lovely to be singing for you all. I really am starting to desperately miss live gigs. Still not missing the endless road and the service stations though, not missing that, but certainly missing touring, which is really fun. So I think I'm going to carry on with a Bob Dylan one that I have only learned a few weeks ago. It's called Girl from the North Country Fair, and I really like it. Bob Dylan said that if it wasn't for the ballad Barbara Allen, then this one wouldn't apparently exist. So that's quite exciting to draw the comparisons there. There's a great book called Dylan's Demon Lover. I'm just getting nerdy here, but it's a good one. Cool. Transposing because I'll just do that. Okay. Well, if you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where the wind hits heavy in the borderline, remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. If you go where the snowflakes storm and the rivers freeze and summer ends, please see she's wearing a coat so warm to keep her from the howling wind. Please see if her hair hangs low She remembers me at all. Many times I've often prayed in the darkness of my night, in the brightness of my day. So if you're traveling in the North Country Fair, where the winds sit heavy in the borderline, remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. She once was a true love of mine. Right, so that was Bob Dylan's North Country Fair, or Girl from the North Country Fair. I actually haven't seen the musical. Apparently there's a musical based called that song. I really want to see it. Just having a look at the comments. Hello everyone. Hope we're doing well. Hi Jenny. I had such a fun time last night at an online virtual folk club, the Rolling Hills Folk Club, and it was really, really good fun. So I suggest that even if you're not a singer and you just want to, hear lots of songs, or if you just appreciate folk song, then going to one of these virtual folk sing rounds are really, really fun and good crack. So yeah, I was looking at your shop. I may be a fatty, but I was going to buy a few pins of the CD, but can only seem to do one at a time. Have you made it home to Huntley? I think the fatty was an autocorrect. And if you do it on Bandcamp, then you should be able to put them all not one at a time and do it all in one. It's just the way that the website is. I'm not very good at doing websites, but mine's a bit of a mess. So if you head on to Bandcamp, that's probably better. Yes, I haven't made it home to Huntley. No, still in Glasgow. I really want to go home to Huntley. I really do. I'm not sure if we're allowed to yet. I mean, every day I look at the news and I'm like, mind blown. I just don't understand what the rules is, of what you can do, what you can't do. Like, and I don't care for pubs. I just want to go home and see my parents. So if oh, hello from Dijon in France. Did I say that right? I don't know if I did. I'm not very good at French or any language. If that's, my English isn't even that better. Hello from Swindon. Oh, hello. Hi. How are we all getting on? Good. I'm going to do. Yes, I had a wee request that was put in, I think, by Andreas. I think. A few weeks ago, maybe a month or a bit ago, and I haven't done it, and I'm going to do it now. And this is quite an elementary Scots song, but it's a great Scots song. I think I've heard a version online of Sheila Stewart singing it, and it's called Jock Stewart. There's Irish versions where it's on the banks of the Clare, and Aberdeenshire ones where it's on the banks of the Dee. But this one's oh, you can go from Friday, you can go whatever. Right, that's brilliant news. Thanks, Linda. Anyway. This is Jock Stewart. Oh, my name is Jock Stewart. I'm a canny man and a roving young fella I've been. See me easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't need every day. I have acres of land and and we'll share them together this day. Say be easy and free when you drink and leave me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. I'm a piper by trade, I'm a roving young blade, and it's money's the tunes I can play. Say be easy and free when you drink and be me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. I go out with my dog and a gun for to shoot all along by the river deep. Say be easy and free when you drink and be me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. So come fill up your glasses with brandy and wine, and whatever the cost I will pay. Say be easy and free when you drink and be me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. Say be easy and free when you drink and be me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. Nice, that's Jock Stewart. I remember doing that in uni a wee bit at a thing called Sang School, and it was basically like a choir that everyone, no matter what your instruments, piper or whatever, you all had to come to this class and sing Scots songs and Gaelic songs. And it was a fun class, it was really fun. But a lot of people didn't like it, but I loved it. It was good crack. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone joining in so far. Having some fun. I'm going to sing a song that I learnt last year, and this one haven't done it much since. It's very upbeat. I like it. It's actually a good old upbeat one. I don't have many upbeat songs. Well, I do, but it doesn't work with the piano. You know, it's better when there's a guitar driving the rhythm. So this one is called Mandela Dance in the Square, and I sung it for the Mandela Day at Glasgow City Chambers last year. I was invited by the Musicians Union kind of band. Well, not a band, but like people from the Musicians Union committee. We kind of, you know, got together and sung some songs for it. It was really, really good. And I was just realising that it's been a year since that, so I'll try and sing it. So it's got a good chorus. Just trying to remember it, so I've got the lyrics there. When Nelson came to Glasgow after all his pain, 10,000 people met him and listened in the rain. The big umbrellas folded and many heads were bare, but every face was shining when Mandela danced in the square. We'd sung about him for years and there were speeches everywhere, but I'll never forget the cheers when Mandela danced in the square. We'd sung about him for years and there were speeches everywhere, but I'll never forget the cheers when Mandela danced in the square. When Nelson spoke of duty, you could feel us hold our breath. We were just a bit uneasy when Nelson spoke of death. And when he spoke of trouble, there was tension in the air, But we faced the future smiling when Mandela danced in the square. We'd sung about him for years and there were speeches everywhere. But I'll never forget the cheers when Mandela danced in the square. We'd sung about him for years and there were speeches everywhere. But I'll never forget the cheers when Mandela danced in the square. When Nelson came to meet us, we made our feelings clear. We heard the songs and speeches and we clapped and stamped and cheered. We heard of peace and justice and the freedom that we share. But we shook the city chambers when Mandela danced in the square. We'd sung about him for years and there were speeches everywhere. But I'll never forget the cheers when Mandela danced in the square. We'd sung about him for years and there were speeches everywhere. But I'll never forget the cheers when Mandela danced in the square. Well, Nelson came to Glasgow to show us he was free, the greatest man in Africa, and gave us his degrees. A giant with a suit and tie and sober face and hair, but the welcome seemed to move him and Mandela danced in the square. We'd sung about him for years and there were speeches everywhere. But I'll never forget the cheers when Mandela danced in the square. We'd sung about him for years and there were speeches everywhere. But I'll never forget the cheers when Mandela danced in the square. And that's Mandela Dancing in the Square. I think it was written by Ian Davison. And I remember Anne Nielsen recorded this, the late great Anne Nielsen. I remember hearing a recording of her singing this much better than I do. Wonderful, wonderful. So hello, good to see everyone again. Hope we're doing good. Stuart says, hope I can get back to Moray, staying in Montrose, but originally in Elginer and always will be in Elginer. I like the whole area. Forest is particularly nice. Well, I guess when I'd be going up to Inverness from Huntly, for a day out shopping or something, then I'd pass through. But I haven't spent much time in Elgin, apart from I went there at Christmas time just because I was fed up of being in the house, because I had knee surgery and I was just sitting looking at four walls. So myself and my pal Ellie, hi Ellie, went up to Elgin for the big Boxing Day sales, and the place was just shut up. There was nothing open. Like Boots was the only place open. It was grim. So yeah, it's wow. Richard says seeing him at Wembley Stadium was one of the greatest memories of my life. Wow, wonderful. Nice. So I'm going to carry on now with a song. I've sung this unaccompanied before, but I thought I would try and play it with the piano. And it's a great song. Quite older than people think. Ewan McCall wrote this particular version that I'm going to sing. We kind of updated it to make it about the Spanish Civil War. So Jamie Foyers. No tombstone memorial shall hallow he fought that Gandisa till he couldn't fare no more. He lay out his machine gun with a bullet in his brain. I and young Jamie Foyers in battle was slain. He lies by the Ebro and foul waives Spain. He died so that freedom and justice might reign. Remember young Foyers and others of worth. And don't let one fascist be left on this earth. And don't let one fascist be left on this earth. That was Jamie Foyers, written by Iona McCall, and it's just a great song. I don't have many upbeat songs, gonna be honest, I really don't. But this one, I was looking at my great-great-grandfather was like a Clydesdale drover, handler, farm worker, gaffer, grieve, foreman, I can't remember. I think he was pretty high up. He lived in a quarter house, so that meant he was high up, I think. But I find the song. There's a great song that goes, so steady boys, look on, the working day is done, no more da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, so steady boys, look on. And that's called The Last of the Clydesdales. But when I was Googling this song, I actually found a different version that was titled Last of the Clydesdales, but I kind of retitled it Last Clydesdales of Denburn, because that kind of fit it a wee bit more. And this was recorded by Shepherd, Spears and Watson on their 2005 album They Smite As We Come In. Absolutely love that album. Like in terms of like folk song, it's all bangers. There's no fillers, just all bangers. Great album. So yeah, I got this song from that, but then I was looking it up, and it was written by a man named Archie Webster in 1950. So depending on if he's dead or no, which I hope he's no, this could be traditional, sometime soon, but it's traditional in the style of it. And he's praising the last pair of Clydesdales that worked on Denbury farm, not Denburn, oh my goodness, I've just written it wrong. So the Clydesdales, he was praising the last pair that worked between Strathkinnis and St Andrews in Fife. So I guess this is a Fife song. And I think this song inspired the later song, The Last Trip Home. But it's quite cute. I guess it's not a bothy ballad, but it's talking about the Clydesdales, so I'll class it as that. I don't think the bothy ballad competitions would though. Last of the Clydesdales, or The Last Clydesdales of Denbury by Archie Webster. Oh, come all ye young blue boys, and list to my tale, as you sit round the table, drinking strong ale. I'll tell you a tale through a far distant day, when I drove the last Clydesdales that worked on Denbury. There were twa bonny blacks wi' white faces and feet, and the hail can drown, they could never be beat. Yet till the groon gae fat, win a fourth and a tay, for to match the twa Clydesdales, the pride o' Denbury. They were matchless in power in the Kirt or the Palloo, and my voice and my hands on the rein they fair knew. There was never a thought in their minds but obey my twa gallant Clydesdales, the pride o' Denbury. But the time it wears on and the winters grow cauld, and horses like men can do knock that grow wild, that I mine on them still, though it were yesterday, when I drove the last Clydesdales that worked on Tenbury. So come all ye young blue boys and listen my tale, as you sit round the table a drinking strong ale. I'll take ye back to a far distant day, when I drove the last Clydesdales that worked on Denbury. The last Clydesdales of Denbury. I'm going to open the door because I'm looking after somebody's dog, and the dog's named Newt. Are you named Newt? Done. Duties done. Dog's out. Hello from Lincolnshire. Sorry I'm late. Well, it's going to be saved for rewatching. You haven't missed anything. It's all good. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a wee unaccompanied. No, not a wee unaccompanied. I've just done an unaccompanied. One that I really like. It's called Charlotte, and it was written by Gordon Duncan and Dougie MacLean, and it's a pretty one. That's Charlotte, written by Tegan McLean and Gordon Duncan. Yeah, how are we all getting on? Hi Julie, Oxfordshire. Hello for Dunblane. Hello everyone else that's watching too. Hope you're all having an okay weekend so far. Saturday, not great weather, typical. Staying in, quite like that. Just going to be in my jammies all weekend, to be honest. So this week has been quite busy. I decided to record some of my favourite ballads, traditional ones. I put them out on Bandcamp, Ballads Volume 1, I guess, and just child ballads. All of them were unaccompanied, and all of them had either, unrequited love or death in them, and they just live up to the child ballad, what the crack is really with them. Lots of sadness and bleakness, and they're over on my Bandcamp. And I made like little notes, program notes and lyrics and all that. I guess it's more suited to like people who are really interested in like ballad scholarship, or really the rawest form of traditional balladry. So that's up there too. So I'm gonna. Last year I did a wee project called the Muckle Sangs, and that was with Tam Spears of the Gaugers, and he got some young singers together. Well, I say young, but I was probably one of the oldest. So it was like me and Ellie Beaton and Cameron Nixon, Jodie Beaton, Files. Well, anyway, it's a great online archive. It's on YouTube, and it's just called Muckle Sangs. And he got me to sing this one, and this is in, I think it was recorded by Shepherd, Spears and Watson as well. So this is a version of Barbara Allen, and yeah, it's a sad ending, I guess. It fell about the Martinmas time, when the green leaves they were falling, that young John Graham for the North Country fell in love with Barbara Allen, fell in love with Barbara Allen. He's courted her for 7 long years, till he could court nae longer, till he fell sick and his heart was set. So he sent for his true lover, aye, he sent for his true lover. He sent his man down through the town, to the place where he was dwelling, saying, haste he come to my master's sight. Can your name be Barbara Allen? Can your name be Barbara Allen? Say hooly, hooly, she rose up, and say slowly she speedily hem, and when she pulled the curtains in, she said, young man, I think you're dying. Young man, I think you're dying. I am dying, love, but a kiss from you might cure me. A kiss from me that I'll never leave. Can your heart's blood was a spelling? Can your heart's blood was a spelling? For mind you know, young man, she said, when we sat in yonder tavern, ye got the health, scared and undrin, but ye forgot your Barbara Allen. Ye forgot your Barbara Allen. Oh, look ye down to my bed fit, and it's there you'll find a token, a china face, it's full of tears. Give that to Barbara Allen. Give that to Barbara Allen. He's turned his face unto the wall, for death was with him dealing, and he's bid farewell to all his friends, and a true to Barbara Allen. duty Barbara Allen. Now she had scarcely walked a mile, then she heard the deed bell tolling, and every strike it seemed to say, hard-hearted Barbara Allen, hard-hearted Barbara Allen. Oh, mother, map my bed, for I am broken-hearted, for young John Graham has died for me. No, we will long be parted, no, we will long be parted. The pair was laid in yon kirkyard, I and she was laid aside him, and frae her hair there grew a rose, and frae his hair ta briar, and frae his hair ta briar. They grew up to the bell tower top, till they could grow nae higher, and there they made a lover's knot, the rose among the briar, the rose among the briar. And that is Barbara Allen from the Singing o' Tam Spears. It's also in the Greg Duncan folk song collection, and of course it is a child ballad, so but it's no for children, as I figured out when I was in my late teens. So yeah, I'm gonna sing a happy ballad now, because we all say that they're all very depressing, but there are some ones that aren't as depressing, and this one is Glenmookie, and it's on my album Away From My Window, this one, and I think there's even a little string quartet in it. It's actually quite cute. So yeah. There were 99 nobles rode during Malgrave Fair, and bonny Glenmookie was a flute o' them there. There were sacks and maidens dined in the king's hall. Bonny Jeanie o' Stanley was a flute o' them all. Doon come Jeanie Meldrum, she come tripping downstairs, and she's chosen Glenmookie among all that were there. She called on his footboy who walked by his side, speeding fast that young man, and far does he bide. He's titled Glenmookie, and he is at him. He's o'er the noble Gordons, Lord John is his name. Glenmookie, Glenmookie, prove constant and kind. My love is laid on me, and that I on my mind. Well, he's turned up beautifully as the gardens stay on, saying thank you, Jeanie Meldrum, that I'm promised to walk. Well, she's called on her If I cannot get Glenmookie, then for him I will be. If feelers in Chaplin, a man of great skill, he's wrote a broad letter and indited it weel. Oh, pox on ye, Logie, or must it be so? She's laid her love on me, must she die in her woe? Then when Logie got the letter, well, a late black heart he met fan he read the letter, while the tear bled his ear. Saddle the black horse, saddle the broom, Bonnie Jeannie, oh, without me, I'll be dead ere I win. Then he got deep with Stanley, there was nothing there but to weep and I am wailing, vexation and care. Oh, bathing while washing, when Glenmookie come in, Margarita knows egregiously, then she can take towards him. Turn blue Jeannie Meldrum, turn to your side, and I'll be the bridegroom if you be the bride. New Jeannie's got married, and her talk heard you told. Bonnie Jeannie, oh, without me, was 16-year-old. Without me, he shame for his stand, and the heather bells are in me, shine on Fyfe's land. And that is Glenmookie. It's a bit of a chordy one. So yeah, in A flat as well, a very awkward key, I must admit. So yeah, happy ending, which is quite nice. Never normally see that in ballads at all, which kind of gives me the fear a little bit. I'm going to go back to another ballad that's on this EP thing, and this one is another one from Aberdeenshire, and it's a little bit more grim, I got to admit, and it's called Edom O'Gordon. And lots of great folks have sung this one. I got this when I was studying at the Conservatoire. Brilliant Fiona Hunter was my teacher for 2 of the 4 years, and Rod Patterson from the other 2. And this is one that Fiona taught me. Edom O'Gordon. This is a long one, so if you don't like ballads, and I just mute me or just click off. Don't. It fell about Martinmas time, when the wind blew shrill and cold. Cried Edom O'Gordon to his men, we mun draw to some hold. With hot, cried his merry men, with hot shall we gang to. It's to Tyrese who's that we mun ride, and see on fair lady. She thought it was her ain dear lord that she saw riding hame, but it was the traitor Edom O'Gordon that had nae sin nor shame. Come down, Lady Campbell, he cried, and gie your hoose to me, or else this night I swear I'll burn ye in your bairnies 3. I would come down, the lady cried, for leard nor yet for loon, nor yet for any rank robber that comes for Jock and Doon. The lady frae the battlements to a bullet she let flee, but it missed its mark wee Gordon, for it scarcely grazed his knee. Lady Campbell, the Gordon cried, that shot will cost you dear, and he has caught his in Jock to bring the faggots near. I wanna come down your fast garden, I wanna gie up to thee, I wanna forsake my ain dear Lord, that is sae far from me. Then up and spake her youngest son, sat on the nearest knee. Oh, open the door and let me out, for the reek is choking me. I would gie up my gout, she cried, my salad and my fee. Oh, for a blast o' the whistling wind, to blow the reek frae me. Then up and spake her daughter dear, she was baith Jim pants and small. Oh, row me in the pair o' sheets and throw me o'er the wall. They rowed her in the pair o' sheets and threw her o'er the wall. But on the point o' the garden sword, she got a deadly fall. Then garden turned her out and out, and oh, her face was white. I might have spared that bonny face to be some man's delight. Oh, pity on yon fair castle that was big we stayed at Lyme, and wait for the Lady Campbell herself, burnt to your bare knees nine. Oh, three o' them were married wives, and three o' them were bairns, and three o' them were leal maidens that near lay in young men's arms. Edom O'Gordon. So yeah, I'm going to do one that's not a ballad of death anymore, and this one is called Lovely Molly, and at the Stanley Robertson event that the Elphinstone Institute held on Zoom last week, basically I heard the song again and totally fell in love with it all over again. So it's kind of funny because there's a version of it sung by the McShannons, I think, and it has King George, and every other has King James. So at some point, someone has Jacobeaten it up. Yeah, that's horrendous. I'm making myself cry with. So yeah, this is called Lovely Molly. My hands was a balloon, but a soldier I am now. I courted lovely Molly as I followed the cloud. I courted lovely Molly at the age of 16, but knew I must leave her for to serve James my king. Oh, Molly, lovely Molly, I delight in your charms, and there's more days than rain I hear lain in your arms. Spellbound I return again, till be endless spring, with the mavis and the turtle dove and the nightingale sing. You can go to the market, you can go to the fair, you can go to church on Sunday, and you meet your love there. And if anyone will love you as much as I do, I won't stop your marriage, fare thee well and adieu. Oh, Molly, lovely Molly, I delight in your charms. There's many's the night I lean in your arms, with the mavis and the turtle and the nightingale sing. You can go to the market, you can go to the fair, you can go to the church on Sunday and meet your love there. And if anyone will love you as much as I do, then I won't stop your marriage through the well. Oh, Molly, lovely Molly, as a light in your charms, there's many's the night I lean in your arms. And if anyone will love you as much as I do, then I won't stop your marriage, fare thee well. There's many's the night I lean in your arms. And if anyone will love you as much as I do, then I won't stop your marriage, fare thee well and adieu. Nice. Well, that was lovely, Molly, and I guess from the singing of like Stanley Robertson, Jeannie, the McShannons, a few people sung this. It's a really, really great song. Stanley does a version. Emily Smith does a great version too. Just trying to list staff things. So yeah, how are we all getting on? It's so lovely just to be singing and to have something to do and all that. God, I'm so fed up of my own company. Like, I just can't. I just can't. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with a ballad. It's not really a long ballad. It's not one of those dreadfully long ones. And this one is one that I did years and years ago at the final of the BBC Young Traditional Musician of the Year in 2017. But it literally feels like that was 20 years ago, or 5 years ago, or 4, you know what, it was 3 years ago, but it feels like it's been a long, long time. And this one's called Queen Among the Heather, and I guess this one's from the singing of Bell Stewart. A lot of people sung this too, and there's a lot of different versions and variants of it, so yeah. As I rode down to one fine summer's morn, among lofty hills, moorland and mountain, it was there I spied a fine lovely maid, whilst I with others was a-hunting. No shoes nor stockings did she wear, and neither had she hat nor feather, but her golden locks I in ringlets fair, say blithely blew around her shoulders. Well, I said, "Bro, lassie, if you'd be mine, and care to lie in a bed of feathers, then in silks and satins its ye shall shine, and you'll be my queen among the and I'm heading all years together. And she said, kind sir, your offer's good, but I'm afraid so as meant for laughter, for I know you are some rich squire's son, and I am but a shepherd's daughter. But had ye been a shepherd loon, a herding ewes on yonder valley, or had ye been a bloomin' sun, we on my hair ta woody loody. I've been to balls and I've been to halls, I've been in London on Ballad, but the bonniest lassie that e'er I saw, she was heading all the years together. So we both sat down among the blame. We sat a while and we spoke together, and we left the years for to home their lane. And I wooed my queen among the heather. That's Queen Among the Heather. How's been water doing? Nice. So I'm going to carry on with one of those really long-winded, unaccompanied ballads. But this one is quite a cheeky one. It's called The Gaberlunzie Man, or it's really been in sources like the Child Ballad collection and in Greg Duncan and in Gavin Gregg's Last Leaves. It's really been conflated between the Jolly Beggar, the Beggar Laddie, the Al Beggarman, the Gaberlunzie Man. The two ballads were once very separate, but they've kind of merged together and they've been conflated with one another in text and in oral tradition. So this is the Gaberlunzie Man, and I got this from Rod Patterson when I was studying with him at the conservatoire, and basically I quite like it because it gives me hope. The song gives me hope. It's about a girl who whose family bring in a beggar all night to stay the night to give him shelter. But it turns out the beggar was King James V, who apparently liked to cut about Scotland, pretending to be a commoner, pretending to be a beggar, and she goes away with him. She convinces him, says, actually, I'll go with you. Imagine if that would happen. Imagine if like Harry would just like knock on my door and be like, here, can I bide the night? And I'm going to dump Megan for you. I mean, it just wouldn't happen. It's things of stories. But we can hope. So it's called The Gaberlunzie Man. Oh, a begging man can marry on thee. He was seeking it for charity, and he said, goodbye for your courtesy. Would you lodge a begging man, lassie, to my howdy? Oh, the neck being cold and the cow being wet, it's an eye and the heel he sat, and he's flung his meal pokes off his back, and he's rented in sand, lassie, to my howdy. Oh, can I were white as I am white, like yonder snow yonder dike, I would dress myself some a begging like, and oh, how you had gone, lassie, to my howdy. Oh, lassie, your father young, and you deny the canto the begging tongue. I deny the canto the begging tongue, and we make canny can, lassie, to my howdy. Oh, I'll bend my back and I'll boo my knee, and I'll put a black patchy on my ee, and it's money's I find till I'll tell ye. and oh, I'll be you at gang, lassie to my howdy. Sign atween the twa, they set the plot, to rise towers for the cock, and see cannily as she slipped the lock, and it's hard and fealty for Anne, lassie to my howdy. Oh, in the morning the away froze, and the carney pitting on her clothes. I had straight to the servant's bed she goes, to spear for the sail man, lassie to my howdy. Well, the servant came for the almond lay, but the street was cold and he was away. Then it struck to the old wife, she did say, is only our get gone, lassie to my howdy. Some ran to the coffer, some ran to the cast, but naught was taken, nor yet was missed. And she's lifted up her arms, crying, Lord be blessed. We've lodged an honest old man, lassie to my howdy. Knew the servants gave for the daughter lay, but the sheets were caught and she was away. Then it struck to the old wife, she did say, she's a wow with a begging man, lassie to my howdy. Some rode on horseback, some ran on foot. Oh, happy the old wife, 'cause she wasn't fit, and she's hobbled about for a hefty help, and now she's cursed and banned, lassie to my howdy. Knew a few years later, maybe 2 or 3, that same old beggar come Lee, and he said, get away for your courtesy, would you lodge a begging man, lassie to my howdy. Oh, a beggar, I'll ne'er lodge again, for I had a daughter I in my in, and a wow with a begging man she's came. And I dinna ken whence nor whan, lassie to my howdy. Oh, yonder she's coming, yonder she stands, we come at glass into her hands, and we servants all at her command, since she went be the begging man, lassie to my howdy. Oh, yonder she's coming to your bed, with silks and satins and money's aflow, and she's lifted up her arms and she's blessed the hour that she went be the begging man, lassie to my howdy. And that is the gaberlunzie man. It's a bit of a, yeah, I feel like you go through something when you sing some of these songs and you come out the other end 5 years older. So yeah, I'm going to do a song with the piano now, and this is, I've known it for years and years since I was quite young, but I can't remember where I heard it from, if it was, you know, recordings on YouTube, or if it was like in folk clubs or sing-rounds or whatever, but it's one of these songs that kind of everyone sings, and Jimmy Macbeth, or Jimmy Macbeath, has sung it. It's called Tramps and Hawkers, and it mentions lots of different places in Scotland, which is quite nice. So this won't be as long as others, I promise. Promise. Come all ye tramps and hawker lads, and gaberers o' blow, the tramps that can turn on you, come listen in and know. I'll tell thee how happy every day. Oh, Loch Artrin and Loch Lomond, have I been kent by me? The day, the dawn and the daver, and that hurries into the sea. Dunrobin Castle by the way, I nearly had forgot. Oh, and I the rivers okay in marks, with so drawn over. Oh, I'm often run by Galloway, or in a boots run round. My business leads me anywhere, I'll travel, lead and far. I've got a roving notion, it's nothing what I lost. And my days, my daily fare, and well to pay my doors. Oh, I think I'll go to Paddy's land, I'm making up my mind. For Scotland's greatly altered now, I cannot raise the wine. But I will sing, oh Providence, if Providence will prove true. And I will sing of Erin's Isle when I come back to you. That's Tramps and Hawkers. Lots of great versions of that you can find online. So how are we all doing? Oh, plenty time for more songs. I am going to do one. Oh, I've got heaps of ballads, but I don't want to bore you all with really long ballads because they can get very boring. So I won't do that. I just came across a song a few days ago that was written as a song by Ian Middleton, and this is in like really broad Doric. And if you're here, then you've evidently known that I've been singing like Scots songs and, you know, ballads and stuff in English and the Scots, but this one is a bit of a firecracker. It's a bit of a wild one, written by Ian Middleton. It's called The Lisping Leghorn, and I guess it's a guide on what to do with a chicken that you don't, you know, a chicken that you don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Yeah, this was written quite a while ago, I presume, but it's called The Lisping Leghorn. No, this is a tale, though I tell it myself till Gary Clyde heed, concerning a chicken that ance was hatched a most peculiar breed. I christened it Meg when it laid an egg, but saying it kickled and crew. So I didna ken if it was a hen or a cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh my, what the howdy-do, but I didna ken if it was a hen or a cock-a-doodle-doo. Knew a normal cock o' respectable stock as a cra that's clear and crisp, but it seemed this freak had a feminine streak, for it like it a cra wi' a lisp. It fluttered a teen like a fairy queen when a dominant male appeared. Seen a scene surmised by its pansy wise, I was thought it was something weird. Oh my, what the howdy-do, for I didna ken if it was a hen or a cock-a-doodle-doo. On a neighbour's advice I entered it twice at Keith and Tara and Na, but it won nae prize in spite of my tries, for the judge he heard it cry. Oh, is it a he, is it a she, for I'm damned if I've a clue. We win a vow, we'll settle the doot wi' an independent view. Oh my, what the howdy-do, for I didna ken if it was a hen or a cock-a-doodle-doo. So we called in a vet to end the debate and speak, and he had a look. And we every applied some modern science, he explored each remedy new. He hauled and he hacked, he prodded and piped, and he went out the crater scratched. So he fickered me funnels for kicking up tunnels to see if its hat was stretched. Oh my, what the howdy-do, for I didna ken if it was a hen or a cock-a-doodle-doo. New flativity saw his heat got a claw, and he said when he gathered his breath, he was wondering whether 'twas ane or the other. As a matter of fact, it's baith. Your chickens are freak tails, one to the speak, I can tell by the parson's nose. The signs are clear, I'm ready to swear, it's definitely one of those. Oh my, what the how do you do? When I didn't ken if it was a hen or a cock-a-doodle-doo. No, I have to confide, I cannot abide this modern permissive trend. And nae why would I spread its imminent spread wi a bird half round the bend. I was burning with shame as soon as I won hame, I racks his neck wi an oath. But in spite of its flaws and ephemeral craws, it still made a fine potty of broth. Yeah, there we go. Stephen Mackenzie, the mad chicken woman from Inverness loves this. Well, unfortunately, the chicken ended up in a soup, so sad times. Yeah, so I'm gonna sing the song that's a little bit more serious now. I mean, it's not that serious. But this one is just one of my favourites, and I keep coming back to it. It's called Bonnie O'Odney. Could you tell me what the decoration is on the wooden case beside you? Aye, this is I haven't actually used it today. It's a shooty box. SHRUTI. Shooty box. And I got it from a maker who lives in Wales. So yeah. Oh yes, Alison, haven't heard you sing that since Young Chad Musician semi-final in Cooter. That would have been in 2016, a long time ago. So yeah, this is Bonnie Odney. It's the Greg Duncan Folk Song Collection. I really don't know what the deal is with people writing or singing song. You know, like this song was written by someone. Evidently, it had to be written by someone, even though it's traditional. But Odney, there's not much in Odney at all, really. Apparently, there used to be a train track that ran through it and a train operated that connected it to like Aberdeen. But that doesn't even happen anymore. So this song is kind of made up of commonplaces. And there was a book that was released a few weeks ago called Southern Songster, I think. Cohen Braithwaite Kilcohen did some music editing in it, I think. But Bonnie Odney was mentioned in it, which is quite nice. So yeah, Bonnie Odney. it is me, and from out me came. Oh, you pull the red rose and I'll pull the time. You drink to your love and I'll drink to mine. For my mind will not alter or gang to and fro, but I prove kind hearted till the girl that I love. Let us drink and be merry, let us drink and gang If we stay longer, we'll get a bad name. We'll get a bad name and we'll drink ourselves through. And the long walk so at me, I take and through. Nice, Bonnie Udney. And if you're ever in Udney, let me know. I actually haven't been to Udney, going to be honest. I want to go to that restaurant there, I really do. I've heard good things about it, but I've also heard that it's half overpriced, so aye, there you go, that's Udney for you. So, just trying to think. I have lots of ballads, yes, and I really don't want to depress these all out. I've probably already done that, so it doesn't really matter. But this one is an important ballad in the fact that so many things are killed. 2 dogs, 1 deer, and 8 men. It's like a typical night out in Aberdeenshire. Yeah, this one's called Johnny Egregiously, and I guess it's actually a border ballad. There's a really old version of it from Carlisle of all places, but it became really popular with source singers of the northeast of Scotland. Although there's still a version that's cutting about of the borders, I say no, I'm going to keep this in Aberdeenshire one and keep it in Monymusk of all places. So yeah, Johnny Egregiously. There's a great version by Planksty, and they kind of Irish it up, and it's so good. I love it. Johnny rose up on a May morning, called for water to wash his hands. Say lies to me, my twa dogs, that lie bound in iron bands, that lie bound in iron bands. Then Johnny's mother heard o' this, her hands for duel she ran, saying, Johnny, for your venison, to the greenwoods dinna gang, to the greenwoods dinna gang. But he has ta'en his gibbon bow, as arrows one by one, and he's awa to the greenwood gin, to ding the dundeer doon din, for to ding the dundeer doon. Johnny shot in his dundeer lap, and he winded her in the side, and atween the water and the wits, the grey ducks lead her pride. The grey ducks lead her pride. They ate sae much o' the venison, and drank sae much o' the bleed, that Johnny and his 2 grey ducks lay asleep as they'd been deed, lay asleep as they'd been deed. But by there came a silly old man, and an eldith may dig, and he saw what he has settlement, thus even for the stars for to see, thus even for the stars for to see. As I come down by Monymusk, and down among yon scrogs, it's what did I spy but the body is balloon, lying sleeping atween 2 ducks, lying sleeping atween 2 ducks. The buttons that were on his sleeves were oh the goutsy good, and the 2 ducks that he lay atween, their moos were dyed wi' bleed, their moos were dyed wi' bleed. Then up and spoke the first forester. He was heatsman, I heard them all. Can this be Jock Stewart? Let unto him we will draw. Let unto him we will draw. The first shot that the forester fired, it wounded him in the knee. But the second shot that the forester fired, his heart split blindizzy. His heart split blindizzy. New up rose Johnny who to his sleep, and an angry man was he. Ye mighty waken me frae my sleep, for my heart split blinds my ee. My heart split blinds my ee. He has leaned his back against an oak, his foot against a stone, and he has fired at the ceiling foresters, and he's killed them all but in. He has killed them all but in. He has wounded by this man's ribs, his arm and his collarbone, and he has set him to his horse to carry the tidings home, for to carry the tidings home. Johnny's get Ben Bowley's broke, his twa grey ducks are slain, and his body lies in Bonny Mask, and his hunting days are dane. His hunting days are dane. And that is Johnny O'Bradishley. And I remember the first ever time that I actually sung that, it was for the Traditional Music and Song Association of Scotland's Wee Red Book concert at at St Andrews in the Square in Glasgow as part of Celtic Connections. And the TMSA has been doing gigs where they invite 24 singers and invite the singers to sing one song out of the Wee Red Book, the Norman Buchan's 101 Scottish Songs Wee Red Book. And so the first year, all the singers got to pick. Then the second year, all the singers got to pick another song, songs, different singers, of course. And by the third year, we were running out of songs that were, the good ones are gone. And I thought, oh, what is this Johnny O'Whit? Come on, Whit. And so I picked Johnny O'Bradishley, and January is a really busy time for musicians at Celtic Connections, and I was studying at the time. And I wasn't, usually when you learn a ballad, you really immerse yourself in it for quite a long time before you kind of get it down pat, and I just didn't have that time. And I froze up on stage, and what do? I forget the words. Well, I don't forget them, I just make a mouth, what's the word? Like a mouth blubber? Like a little bit, when you kind of get the words out. And I was absolutely mortified. But luckily, it was being recorded for the DVD, and they managed to edit that out. Great, good on them. So you can go to the TMSA website and buy all the DVDs of the night. So effectively, we've archived the Wee Red Book in audio form, visual form. Anyway, that's a nice story of times that I have been underachieving and not doing a very good job at what I'm supposed to do in life. So, Johnny O'Bradishley, I am going to, my voice is going out of me. So just like to say thank you for everyone who's watched and for everyone who's bought one of the new ballads EP. Do I call it that? I just called it release yesterday. I put out that 6-track unaccompanied ballad release, which to some people would be an ideal of hell, and to some people who like the ballads would be quite interesting. So it just depends where you stand. But I did give a disclaimer saying that there's no accompaniment, it's unaccompanied. But it was quite thoroughly researched, the EP. So thanks to everyone who's done that. Thanks to everyone who's supported me in watching these live streams. It's really, really fun. I really miss playing with musicians. I've been doing a few gigs with Luke McNally for Live Music Now. 2 of them, I think they're on the Live Music Now website, where you can hear us. We're in separate places, but we've managed to record together, which is really fun. I think it's 10 songs or something in total, but it's it's so much different from just, you know, hooking up in person and, you know, busting some songs out. And I miss playing with people, being in a room, having like Charlie, you know, tooted away on the fiddle. I just miss other people's musicianship, you know, I just miss it. So hopefully sometime soon there will be something in person. I don't know, who knows. So I'm gonna finish off with yeah, I'll finish off with this one. I really like it. It's a song called, also I was meaning to say, Folk at the Hall, Kelda Manley, who runs Folk at the Hall festival in Wales. She also runs gigs in a venue in Wales, North Wales. Kelda's asked me to do a kind of ballad sourcing course, an interpreting course, and it runs for 3 weeks, and one ticket will get you all 3 weeks. And the reason that it's running across 3 weeks is so that you can take what you've learned in week 1, go away, do some stuff, come back in week 2, go away, do some stuff. And effectively it is to show online archives and how we can use them, because in lockdown, I guess we're not going into libraries to pick up some books. Some people might not have books, and I've been using a lot of online archives recently, so that the workshop for 3 weeks on Zoom is basically on how to source a ballad using these online archives and take it from the archive to performance effectively. So I guess it's for beginners. I'm going to go straight to the very basics on balladry and song sourcing and folk song, with more ballad head on than a Scots song head on. So if you want to do that, then I think it's further down on my Facebook page, or just mail here. I'll put the links in the comments. But that might be fun if you're into your ballads. But if you're not, then why are you here? So I'm going to finish off with Health to the Company. Some people think this is a parting glass, but I think that is the Health to the Company sung by Sheila Stewart. So, kind friends and companions, come join me in rhyme, and lift up your voices in chorus rhyme. Let's drink and be merry, all grief to refrain, for I may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the company, likewise to my lass. Let's drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let's drink and be merry, all grief to refrain, for we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the wee lass that I love so well, for style and for beauty there's none can excel. She smiles at me softly as she sits on my knee. There's no man in this wide world as happy as me. Here's a health to the company, likewise to my lass. Let's drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let's drink and be merry, all grief to refrain, for we may or might never all meet here again. My ship lies at harbour, she's ready to sail. God grant her safe voyage without any gale. And if we should meet again by land or by sea, I will always remember your kindness to me. Here's a health to the company, likewise to my lass. Let's drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let's drink and be merry, all grief to refrain, for we may or might never all meet here again. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye. Smooth. Very smooth. I don't know how to end this thing. Okay, how do I get off this? Okay.